Una granata! Attenzione!
Half of our forces remain. User joined your channel.
Granata partita!
Hello.
Giù la testa!
What's up? Still cleaning my desk of electronic various interconnections.
We are losing objective apples.
Male and female fill jumper wires. But I did get 100 on my circuit. We had to build a full adder. It was a 2-bit full adder, actually 4-bit full adder, and part of it was a standard adder, and the other half used a 2 times 4-to-1 mux. Wayne, did you know that logic ICs of any type are becoming so hard to find that in about 5 years, electrical engineers will no longer be wiring actual ICs? There'll be some type of simulated version.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
Well, you know, the old school, like 14, usually it's they start with 7-4 in the name. It's like 74LS 00 is the first number of all of them. But it's just like I think there's 16 pin just snap in like logic ICs. They're pretty much inside of them. There's just exclusive OR gates or NORs or whatever is inside of it.
It
Do
seems
you
a
have
bit.
any idea what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But it seems a little strange that those are disappearing.
Well, they're so old. Like, the technology's from 70s, 80s.
Probably technically before that.
Well, I'm talking mass production from TI and people like that.
Okay, well, yeah, mass production 70s and 80s, but... Well, I mean, the materials are starting to disappear, so I guess it's making them harder to manufacture, and we don't really have any
People
good
have been blowing
alternatives.
them up for 30 years.
And there's that. Way back.
Why did it put me in the group but not in the server? Oh, you're not in the server. Okay.
Did you join a game?
I'm trying. They keep joining them just to see if it's got slots or not, and cause some of them say they do and they don't. Like, how come this one says 54 of 64, and then it has brackets beside it? It says 6, and then you try to join. So there's 10 slots supposedly available, and 6 in the brackets. So how can I not join with premium?
I'm betting there's still some people, because the player count doesn't start, if it still works like Quake games did, the player count of active players doesn't actually start until
They're in the game.
until players are actually in the game, even though they're still taking up a slot. Which is why I usually just do a quick match for Conquest. Because it tries to find a server that at least has slots for your party.
Well, I mean, having those filters, I mean, it helps. I was trying to find one that had 2 slots, and that was kind of difficult for a 64.
There's fill up fast enough anyway.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
What?
Damn it. Battlefield just crashed on me again, and something's going on, and hang on. I thought I'd fix this shit because I was having this problem the other day with Monogoat.
Do you have SLI?
No.
Okay. Because there's a known problem with SLI right now. I'll drop back out.
No, I'm coming right in, don't drive out.
Oh, too late.
What the fuck, dude? The first thing I was gonna do is turn the clocks down and see if that'll do it. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. I can tell you that my computer is hot as shit. I had the fans they weren't low, but they weren't as full as they were. I mean, not full, but I just read full off the screen. But I had them about 50%, so I turned them up. And I dropped the clocks a little. But I was crashing repeatedly last time I tried to play for a little while, for like 3 hours or so. I was crashing over and over, and I finally updated the drivers and it fixed it. I didn't crash again. And this is the first crash I've had since those series of crashes.
I'll wait for you to load in.
I'm waiting for you to pick a server. I'm sitting in the menus.
I'm in a server. Did it not count? Did it not pop up the thing?
It said the server you're trying to join, your whatever is no longer in it.
All right, hold on. Then wait a moment. Don't click anything. I'm glad they kind of got rid of the battle log web client thing, but this isn't working that much better. I don't know why they don't just go back to the classic master server list method.
I mean, if you just use what Quake 3 used, you'd be good to go.
What Quake 3 used doesn't exist anymore.
I'm just saying, that's all you need.
That was GameSpy. GameSpy doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the setup. Like,
It's a master server
you don't
list.
need all this bullshit.
It's the master server list, the same way Counter-Strike works, Team Fortress 2, etc. The servers run, they send out a ping to a master server list.
Dude, something is fucked because it's not crashing in the game. It won't even launch the game right now. Like, it's in the load screen, and I know how long it takes to launch, and right when it's about to launch, it crashes.
It sounds like you need to fiddle with your graphics settings.
I've never seen that happen ever. I'm not even getting an error from anything. It's just basically what you would see if you control alt deleted it. I'm not getting an error from the game or anything. But I was looking through and I found 10,000 events of HTC VR Marketplace crashing.
Are you trying to play with VR?
Fuck no. I'm just saying that service is running.
And
I'm about to uninstall it because I don't think you need HTC's app to even use it.
No, I don't think you do.
I think if you got Steam VR, you're good to go. I just hope I don't have a system meltdown about to happen. This computer, I thought it figured out there was another motherboard in it, but it never did give me any error indicating that.
Well, I got a driver update, so let that run.